the mouse who said no cheese. Milo was not like other mice. While every mouse in his colony loved stinky cheese, Milo wrinkled his nose whenever someone brought a piece near him. "You, is that cheese again?" he'd say, covering his tiny nose with his tiny paws. The other mice believed something was wrong with him. "Cheese is life," squeaked his cousin Ruby. "Cheddar is better," squeaked Uncle Milo. Milo just shook his head. He didn't understand the obsession. To him, cheese smelled like dirty socks left in the sun. He would rather eat dry toast than one bite of smelly cheese. Everyone laughed at Milo. "You'll never grow strong without cheese," the mice teased. But Milo didn't care. He had a secret craving, not for cheese, not for crumbs, not for cookies. Milo was dreaming of something sweet, juicy, and colorful, something magical. One night, Milo had a dream. He was running through a field, and instead of cheese, the ground was covered in red strawberries, green apples, and shiny blueberries. He rolled around in piles of fruit, laughing and munching, his cheeks full of sweet fruit. When he woke up, he licked his lips. "That was the best dream ever," he said out loud. But then his tummy growled loudly, like a tiny bear. Milo realized he had never even tasted a real fruit before. All the mice only ate cheese, breadcrumbs, or cereal flakes. "Maybe fruits really exist," he whispered. And just like that, Milo decided he would find the magical fruit field from his dream. He packed a tiny bag, stuffed a water bottle, wore his leaf hat, and tiptoed out while the others were still snoring. Milo sneaked through the mouse tunnels under the kitchen. He avoided the cheese tower, the crumb corner, and even the dangerous dog bowl. He popped out of a hole in the garden and took a deep breath of fresh air. "Smells like adventure," he smiled. The sun was warm and the grass tickled his paws. He sniffed around, looking for fruity clues. Suddenly, he spotted a trail of tiny red dots on the ground. He leaned in, sniffed, and shouted, "Strawberries!" Then he ran so fast his tail wagged behind him. The trail led him past buzzing bees, sleepy snails, and a very confused cat. Milo ducked behind a flower pot, did a ninja roll, kind of, and landed in a bush. And then, he saw it. A hidden garden glowing with color. Apples, berries, peaches, bananas. "I found Fruitopia!" he yelled. Milo didn't waste a second. He ran up to a strawberry that was bigger than his head. He took a bite, and boom! His taste buds danced. "It's sweet! It's juicy! It's not cheese!" he shouted with joy. He stuffed his cheeks until he looked like a chipmunk balloon. Next, he bit into an apple. Crunch! His eyes grew wide. So crispy, so tangy, so amazing! He rolled on the grass, giggling like a happy jelly bean. Then he tried a blueberry. Pop! Went the berry, and Milo squeaked with delight. "This is a fruit party in my mouth!" For the next few hours, Milo ate every color he could find. He even made a fruit hat from banana peel and blueberry juice. "Cheese who?" he chuckled. He had never been this full, happy, and fruity in his entire mousy life. Lying under a tree with a peach in each paw, Milo had an idea. What if I shared this with the others? He wondered. They might laugh at first, but maybe they'd like it too. He imagined his cousin Ruby doing a strawberry dance. Worth a try. He grinned. So Milo stuffed his tiny bag with fruit. It was so heavy he had to drag it with a stick. A curious bird helped him carry a banana. A squirrel donated a nut bag for the blueberries. "Thanks, nature friends," Milo chirped. Then he headed home like a fruity explorer. By the time he reached the colony, Milo looked like a walking fruit salad. "Where have you been?" the mice asked. "What is that smell? Is that not cheese?" Milo climbed a box and announced proudly, "Everyone, I bring you the food of the future, fruit." The mice stared. "Is it poison?" asked Milo's uncle. "Is it soap?" whispered Ruby. Milo shook his head. "Just try one bite," he said, offering a strawberry. Ruby took a tiny nibble. Then her eyes lit up. "It's like candy," she squeaked. Soon, everyone was trying the fruity goodies. Mice were squealing with joy, throwing apple slices like frisbees and balancing grapes on their heads. Even the grumpy old grandma mouse said, "I haven't tasted anything this good since I fell into a cake." Milo sat back and watched, his heart full. The colony was turning into a fruit fan club. Mice painted apples on the walls, made jam from berries, and even knitted banana hats. The cheese corner started gathering dust. Milo had changed the menu, forever. But not everyone was happy. A group of cheese lovers formed a secret club called the Cheese Crusaders. Led by Dash, they plotted to bring back the cheese-only days. "No fruit nonsense here," they declared. One night, they sneaked into the colony and swapped all the fruit for cheese crumbs. The next morning, mice woke up to a smell of old cheddar everywhere. "Where's our fruity feast?" cried Ruby, disappointed. Milo scratched his head. This was a battle, fruit versus cheese. But Milo had a plan. "If we can't beat them with cheese knives, we'll win with smiles and tastes." He invited everyone to a grand fruit party. Bright lights, music from crickets, and berry punch. The Cheese Crusaders couldn't resist the delicious smells and fun. Slowly, one by one, they joined the party. After the party, something amazing happened. The Cheese Crusaders and fruit fans started talking about flavors, adventures, and fun stories. Milo and Uncle Milo even shared a big apple slice, laughing over a silly fruit joke. The mice realized that liking cheese or fruit didn't have to mean fighting. "We can have both," said Ruby, twirling with a bunch of grapes. The colony became a place where everyone's taste was respected. And best of all, Milo's dream had brought everyone closer. From that day, Milo was known as the mouse who changed the menu and made new friends along the way. Every year after that, the mice held a huge fruit festival to celebrate the joy of trying new things. There were fruit races, berry painting contests, and the famous banana peel slide. Careful, it's slippery. Milo loved watching the young mice try fruits for the first time, their eyes wide with surprise and delight. Parents told stories about the old days when cheese was king and laughed about the Great Fruit Rebellion. The festival became the most colorful, juicy, and happiest day of the year. And Milo? Well, he made sure there was always a fruit surprise waiting for everyone. Milo sat on a big apple throne, smiling at the crowd. "Sometimes trying something new can be scary," he said. "But it can also lead to wonderful adventures and new friends." He looked at the bright faces around him and added, "So don't be afraid to say no to what doesn't fit you. Follow your heart, explore your dreams, and you'll find your own delicious path." And with that, Milo munched on a juicy strawberry, happy, proud, and ready for the next big adventure.